Whoa, what's going on with y'all? Alright, I'm back for another video, you did. Alright, so I ain't never did this on my channel, but just for a fun fact for y'all. Today I'm coming with y'all for a review or like a little summary of Tiger King, the documentary. Man, boy, this shit here was crazy. So I watched the documentary last night at like 12:30 just to watch it, see what it was about. Ended up watching it, finished it at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Boy, when I tell you that this documentary is fucking crazy, like, shit's fucking wild. So in my personal, the documentary is pretty much it's about three main people. The main guy being Joe Exotic. I do not know how to pronounce his real last name. Not gonna try. But the main documentary is about Joe Exotic and his zoo called GW Zoo out in Oklahoma. And then there's another guy named Doc, his name Doc, and he's out in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And then the other person like that's mainly pertaining to is I can't forget her name because they said it the entire documentary. Coraline Bassett. White woman out of Tampa Bay, Florida, who has her zoo is called Big Zoo Rescue. And she was like she works with PETA. She did like rescues for it. So pretty much I got it like the episode put up so I can like give you an intricate like description of all this. Alright, so pretty much the documentary starts out with us getting like, pretty much a simple introduction to who everybody is. So it starts out getting with Joe, how he got into it, what he does. So pretty much the way it works is like in the first episode, you finally get like a broad range of everybody. So you get Joe Exotic. He's gay. He's a gay, gun-toting zoo owner with 2 husbands, believe it or not. And it's like, man, this show from the start gets you. Like, it just starts off with you meeting some of the people, because he's on the zoo for like forever. Forever. So the first one is you meet Zoe and operating in Oklahoma, and his rivals, Coraline Baskin. I got it right. So the first episode is pretty much, it just gives an introduction to everyone, how they got the big cats, how they get to where they are. And then episode 2, it goes to this guy named Doc. And it's like, he's a whole, just a whole nother level. Like, this dude pretty much runs a cult. And the way it works is, he meets these chicks when they're like young. And he's like, oh, come to this beach. And it's like, you live there. Like, you live there with him. And then like every girl on his little thing, like his little zoo, they like date him or something. Like they date him or they have like relations with him. And it's like real life a cult. And like, bro, when they told me how much these people get paid, like realize that when you work for these people, you live on the zoo with them. These people getting paid $100 a week. I'll be damned if I get paid $100 to put my life online with tigers, lions, monkeys. And then I'm gonna get into a part about how they feed these animals. And then you got the main person. Her name is Caroline Baskin. Now, honestly, I can see why they hate this woman, son. Cause this lady, it's something about her we don't know about. Because like, son, alright, so she got her like a little zoo too, but it's to rescue cats. And she talking about how these people got these animals in cages and they killing them and yada yada yada. But she doing the same thing. The same thing. She got the cats in cages and shit. Got them like literally. She talking about these animals are free. You got the motherfuckers in cages too. I find it. She's just really she a hypocrite, but I can see where she come from. She trying to save the animals, but you doing the same shit. And then here's the thing, she's smart as hell, cause she finessing these niggas. All right, so the other people, they just fucking know they not even paying them like they paying them niggas shit. She got a whole zoo and she ain't paying nobody. This girl got volunteers out the ass for her shit. She get like 70 volunteers for free. Son, you know how dumb that is? Like, you really volunteering, and she making money off this shit too. And y'all volunteering. Like, nigga, what? And then there's something about her we don't know about something. So tell me why. When she was a little younger, she met her husband named Don. So her husband, he was guapped up. You know, he had money. And, you know, they get together, yada, yada, yada. And then come to find out, her husband been missing for 20 years. Ain't nobody found his body. That nigga just gone. He in space. He out of here. So I'm like, son, hold up, wait a minute. You telling me your husband disappeared and you don't know where he went? And then, like, an interesting point in documentary, if you watch it, in her episode, the third one, The Secret, her husband, the last day he was seen was August 18th of like 19-something. She didn't report him missing till the next day at 1:30 p.m. I just find that a little strange for you to say you don't know where your husband went. Why it took you so long to report him missing? And then it was like an interesting thing with his case. They found his car at like a private airport with the keys still inside, but no him. And they brought the car back to their house, and it sat there for 4 days before the police investigated it. And just like, her husband never came up missing. And then he was like rich. They say his net worth was approximately from like 5 million to 20 million, somewhere in between that. He buried money. Like, he was real like paranoid and shit. And then another interesting thing with her was his will actually said, if you know how most will say in the case of my death, his will said in case of my disappearance, which I just find a little strange. Like, how does a person know he's gonna disappear? Like, nigga, ain't nobody doing this. I'm dead or I'm alive. Like, what? And then I could tell she's shady as shit, because for a person, so the way a will, you know how people, the way a will works is pretty much a person dies, they have a will, and they entrust things to people they love or like whoever they care about, they entrust. So with him, he entrusted his will into 2 people. His internal powers was his secretary and I think his wife. And when a person goes missing, you can't technically own all their belongings till after 5 years, and then you can get a certificate of death. Exactly 5 years and 1 day after her husband's death, she has a certificate of his death to inherit his money. Strange. I know, right? Then also another bit information about her was she's rich, and it's like she cut out his daughters out the will. But let's fast forward. So that's all the main people you need to know about. So knowing that, so you got Joe and Caroline. They hate each other. Like, they use propaganda. I think I said propaganda. Pretty much they use both of their platforms to talk about each other. She uses him as, oh, he's a cruel animal beater. He uses her as a hypocrite woman that killed her husband. And they just keep going back. The 2 differences about these is Joe is a redneck from Oklahoma who is stupid. And Caroline is smart, because she was able to accumulate millions of followers on Facebook. She has like a really strong following. Like, they ain't playing no jokes with her, bro. She got Facebook. You know, old people, she on Facebook deep. And it's just like, man, Joe just, it's like every turn he makes, he just messes up. And it's like, he be cutting corners and shit. So like, approximately, it takes like $10,000 a year to feed one tiger. He said he can do it for 3. Come to find out, he takes dead, like cows off that's like about to die, cut them up, feed them to the lions. He takes expired meat from Walmart, feed it to them. I'm like, damn. And then the expired meat that the people still using, like, that's how you feed his workers. I'm like, what the hell? And then it's like he kind of becomes famous because he started like his own TV series. So another bit of information that makes the documentary so fucking weird is Joe ran for president in 2016 as an independent candidate, and his and his political videos involved him saying, "I'm a gay gun-toting zookeeper." I guess he really ran for president, and honestly, dude got issues, son. Like he used to prey on young men. So in the documentary, you find out he gets married to two dudes at the same time. One named Joe, one named Travis. Now he got Travis and Joe hooked on meth, amphetamine, Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad shit, that real meth. So he was like, and then he got married to these dudes when they was like 19, 20 or some shit. These dudes is young as fuck. And there's one of the dudes, John, he had the property of Joe Exotic tattooed on like this nigga waist and shit. I was like, ew, the fuck? And it's like, bro, he had these people like looped in, like fucking trapped. And I'm like, bro, this shit really wild. And then in one of the documentaries, Travis ended up split his fucking cap himself. Got watch documentary, I don't want to spoil too much. And then around the 6th episode, shit start getting real, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, feds start getting involved in this shit. Boy, them niggas on their ass, like white on rice, on their ass. And but I don't want to spoil too much, just in case y'all want to watch it. But this nigga Joe, he ended up going to jail. I ain't gonna tell what he went to jail for, but like, oh, and then it's another nigga in this motherfucker. His name Jeff. That motherfucker shady as shit, son. That nigga Jeff a fucking trip, son. Like that nigga Jeff real life be like a real life scammer. Like TJX6 type scamming shit, like real nigga scamming. I'm like, god damn. He is, son. Ooh, I'm bucket. Spoiler alert. This nigga Jeff, he gonna come in around like episode 4 or 5. I think more or 5. And he gonna come steal that motherfucking zoo from Joe and like fuck that nigga shit up. Like that nigga gonna get that nigga out of here, son. Like no cap. And then like the Caroline chick, she on the ass, bro. Like son, this chick got money. I'm not capping, son. She real life spent $1 million to get this nigga like locked up. Like she real life got bread like that. And she got a rescue. Like she with Peter and shit. Y'all know Peter don't play at all. That shit was crazy. But yeah, that's my real review summary for y'all. I hope y'all like it. Shit, bro, like go watch Tiger King documentary on Netflix. That jump really go hard, like bro. Like it's real life addicting. Like I really sat down like 12:30 at night and watched this whole documentary to 4:30 in the morning. Like it's that good. And it's true entertainment, cause like if anybody here that's from Louisiana, y'all know like Duck Dynasty, like them, it's like that times 30. Like it's up there. Like it's really like just something crazy. But no, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to do next. I might start doing more reviews for y'all, cause like I really like be watching movies. Like I could break down a movie, boom, 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 like that. But yeah, appreciate y'all.